Doop, 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 doop. Okay, here we go. Bam. Yeah, dude, how are you here? That is actually crazy. Do you have me on speed dial? Is that it? You have me on like the ultimate, like fastest, like automatic notifications that just get pushed out to you to know when I'm live. It's a true fan. Alright, hopefully everything's good. I did not change any settings, so if anything is wonky with audio, uh, I don't know. My freaking desk is a mess. Alright. Anyways, I am streaming because I'm lazy and I feel like streaming also helps me actually do work. So, with that being said, I had a thought yesterday, which was I've been really lazy with my animation, half-assing at any moment point in time. I literally did little to no effort, unless it's a bigger animation, I guess. And when I mean bigger, I mean more important. So, yeah, so I am currently going to skill check myself. I'm actually going to try hard in an animation all on my own, no reference. This is just all me. And I'm going to see if I'm actually good or garbage. Because I don't want to keep half-assing. I don't know. I've always said that I always wanted to, like, be the same as I was when I made the pure training. So I'm gonna make a Blake training one because I want to try to achieve that same thing I did before, and I want to see if I can still do it. So I've been working a little bit at work on the animation. So I have the layout perfectly fine. I just gotta keep adjusting it. That's the thing about not being lazy with an animation, is that you gotta actually do it all, and you can't really just have any shortcuts. And what I did with the putting the jacket on animation, I half-assed that. I half-assed the animation, and I almost put in a lot of effort making him shirtless. Gosh, fun fact, that was like 3 rigs going on at the same time, making it look like he was putting it on. But it was nothing but an illusion. Alright. I should probably like stream a game at one point, or at some point. I don't know. But if I stream a game, it should be on my other channel, which I haven't posted to in years. When's the last time I ever posted to my OG actual, like, my base channel? With my 65 subscribers on that channel. Huh? Oh gosh, well I know what animation I'm gonna be doing next. Gosh, Hold on, I need to send something to myself. There you go. $11 ago was Split Fiction. Oh my gosh! And I have all of the Split Fiction on my USB, and I just never bothered to edit or post it. Oh no! And I'm about to hit the 1 year mark. That's so terrible. That's so sad. R.I.P. my life right there. I hate looking at things that are like 1 year old because I'd just be like, oh no, I'm getting older. Time moves by way too quickly. Way too quickly. Okay, double checking audio stuff. Okay. Gosh. You know, I still kind of don't want to do this, but I'm going to. Oh yeah, I should probably show what's going on. Boop. This is what it looks like. Oh yeah, I kind of adjusted a few things. Here, actually, I could just do this. Or not, never mind. No, 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 no. View. What am I doing? My gosh. Oh gosh, I hate when it glitches out like that. Oh, did I get rid of my screen share thing? Oh no, I didn't. It's right here. So this is what it looks like. Goes in. Woo! It's really just basic. It's not like as exotic as the other one. So basically it's 3 hits. Well, it's technically 4 because I wanted it to be 1, 2, and then spin with the foot to be 3, and then 4. So that is my goal. How do I achieve that? I have no idea. I've just been doing the motions first. So the camera is going to be off. By the way, my weakness as well is I don't know how to do camera work too well. Like, honestly, I wish I didn't know how to do camera, but I have no idea. Just like I still barely even know timing. Nope, that doesn't help. I'm procrastinating again. I shouldn't even mess with this. You know what? You know what? No. You know what? You know what? Fuck it. And I don't know why. I like to do things in one go. I don't know, like, I know people like to cut, right? So typically, if I were to do this, and you know, a better animator would be like, cut to her foot, jump up in the air, and then cut to her being in the air right here, and then as like make sure she's zoomed in right here, and watch her swing, and hit the person, and then as she hits the person, don't like they take out this part, right? And then they would just have it to be her foot as she lands. So it'd be like this, like pow. And then cut again to the person in the middle, and then watch them get hit. They would do the full version of that. Yeah, no, they would just keep it to be full version after that, right? That's kind of like what I have in my mind and what like a expert person normally does. But I like it. I like to watch the whole thing, but then again, that takes so much time, right? Because like insinuation versus actually doing the full body thing is just what I do. And I really gotta stop doing that because I can cut out so much more time if I just animate the insinuations instead of animate the full body. But I don't know. I'm the my original choreography comes from stick fights. And like stick fights come from looking at the full body attack and stuff like that. Like that's like my origin. Like that's like the main thing I've always loved is like full body fighting, and you see all of it, not like close-ups. Cuz I know like Dylan Goo and everybody does the whole you cut right here. I'll just be like cut right here, jump it, oop, jump in the air. So I don't know. I don't know. I just call it insinuations because you're insinuating that you're doing something instead of actually fully doing it. You gotta like fool the people into thinking you're doing it, which is kind of why I like Monty Ohm's style a bit because it's like, oh, I say a bit, you know, it's like everybody's thing to do, but like it's just because he does full body a lot. Like he cuts out like small things, right? Like the small things he leaves out. But man, I love looking at full body. Oh man, that reminds me. I still gotta finish the whole Yang versus OC fight because that really makes me learn how to do Montium style. Because there's so much cutting, but Montium does like good insinuation fighting, in my opinion, where it's like you kind of see them grapple, but like they cut like ever so slightly to where it doesn't look like it's cutting, and then they throw the person. Like that's so cool because it still looks like it's full body. Like it gives the illusion that it's still like all of it. And yes, I am procrastinating. But still. Oh, did I take out the I guess I'm done with the motions, right? Cause I think it's smooth enough, honestly. So don't need to do this anymore. And yes, I am tired. But I'm always tired, so whatever. I only get like four hours of sleep, and then at the end of the day I get 2 hours of sleep, and then I go to work, and then after work I get 4 hours of sleep. So my sleep schedule is always weird. Oh yeah, so I was gonna do something here. I wanted her to like walk out first before anything else. I always want to post stuff being like, oh, by the end of the day, I'm gonna freaking post this thing, but I kind of like try to stop myself now because I know dang well I'm not gonna do it. Or worse, I'll forget to do it and I'll hate myself. So I try not to be like, I'll do this by the end of the day. And I should be doing other things like Maka versus Ruby and stuff like that, but honestly, like, I just want to skill check myself by just animating one character and just have a simple plan and not something really complex. I think, well, I don't think, but I'm pretty sure Ruby is like the most advanced weapon. I realize I was not freaking was a mess. Anyways, but no, Ruby's weapon is one of the most hardest things to animate, or not just her weapon, but having a scythe in general. Anyways, so my plan right now though is to make her go out and kind of in for a jump, right? Which I might need more than one thing for that, because it's gonna be like this. No. It might work. It might work with that. No, I still think I might need a second animation. Where it's like this. And then wee. Okay, which foot should she launch off of? Okay, so that means she'll slide for now. Sliding is fine. I'm worried about these in between frames right now. And also, I remember kind of the other, the Pyrrha training thing. I did say screw in between frames, right? So if it happens fast enough, you won't ever see it. Like if you ever pause Ruby randomly, volume 1 through 3, if you pause it randomly, you'll see like things that are messed up. That's because it's like you didn't notice that the first time. Even like the Ruby trailer has errors in it, but like you think it's flawless. Yeah, she's sliding. But that's the thing, right? Like if I do it fast enough, I can just completely ignore fixing the slide. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. Man, also I am not thinking clearly at all. My brain's like block. But yeah, if I do it fast enough, let's say like I did it like this. It like some people won't even notice that she slid. You're right, but I did it with Pyrrha. I did it with Pyrrha, so I can do it with this. I'm trying to like figure out how I did the Pyrrha thing so flawlessly, right? So I remember I was like, screw in between frames. I'll never focus on them again. Because like it if you do it quick enough, nobody will know. And if nobody knows, then why should I waste my time doing it? Gosh, I am doing absolutely nothing. Okay. Another thing that I keep gosh, I'm just so groggy. I also have to do like one body part at a time, which is what I hate, and which is probably like not what you're supposed to be doing. Or like I only think about one body part at a time. So like it's like right. The main thing is right leg, or is left? My dumb butt. Left leg, right leg, left arm, right arm, and then the last thing to focus on is head, because the head will always track no matter what. So it's so easy to do the head. That's why I do it last. And this is also extremely slow. So what if I guess you kind of can see the I think this is fine. Sometimes it's also good to like I've noticed you could just like delete stuff. Oh gosh, not in this case. But sometimes the body does not even the hands don't even need to do the I don't know, I guess this is needed. Oh. I think the hands are kind of fine. Mm. Okay, I'm not gonna focus on that because I will stay on there forever. I'll fix this later. If I do like minor adjustments, I could probably make something of it. Now my problem is her angle now. So if she's gonna jump in the air, she has this weird curve that I was looking at earlier. I don't know why it has a weird U shape. Cause it goes in and it's like this. Like, but why is it like an S shape? That's so weird. All right, well that froze. There we go. Okay, so now I can focus on this hand. Don't worry, I'll also do that at the end because I do have a rigged. Oop, I don't know why my computer's freezing. Okay, I do have a rigged like Grimshroud somewhere. Oh, it's over here. I do have it rigged one, so I would just teleport the rigged one, and I'll just attach the wire, and then she'll swing. So that'll be easy to do. You know what? No, let me. I'll just procrastinate a bit. I'll actually attach it. Screw it. I'll actually attach it now. See what I can do with that. Screw it. Screw it. Gosh. And also, yes, I did make this on my own. I made the tether on my own, really. So I don't get the credit. I don't have to credit anyone besides Yin Yama. That's the only person I would like to credit. But he kind of already follows me and already knows that I use his stuff if I haven't said that I use it quite enough. Oh yeah, I don't think I ever talked about that on my YouTube channel. But yeah, like I only want to use not safe for work models because then I can do whatever I want with those models. I like freedom, you know? I don't like that I don't like being restricted. And I guess in a way I already do safe for work stuff, right? So I'm not technically restricted, but in my mind I'm restricted. Cuz it's the same thing to me. This is my own brain talking. It's like if you have a blank piece of paper, right? You tell a kid when you look at a blank piece of paper, you can draw whatever you want on that paper. You know, you can do whatever you want. You can draw a butterfly, you can draw a volcano, you can do whatever. The world is your oyster, they say. They never say, hey, you can draw whatever you want, but you can't draw this, and this. They never say that. Why? Because they want you to express yourself without any problems and with freedom. And so that's kind of how I look at models, where it's like if you tell me I can't do something, then you're not, in my opinion, you're not giving me my freedom, right? To do whatever I want. That means I have to always be cautious about what I do, because at any point in time you could just be like, hey, that looked inappropriate, and then it's all bad from there. Which is why I am terrified of using Haru's models. I am terrified. I think also because she has like a big fan base as well. But I am freaking terrified to use her models. Because I feel like one mistake and she'll freaking be disappointed in me. I mean, technically she was disappointed in me anyways, because the first time ever she talked to me, it was about posting AI and being like, why you call AI animation? And I had to tell a definition of of what animation is. It's just manipulation of a video. You're manipulating something to make it look like something. Kind of the definition. Like, I'm sorry, but that's just, I don't make the rules. And she said she follows me, or at least looks at my work, and I'm just like, it'd be nice to know. Because I didn't know such a high following person actually ever would follow me. So, I mean, her herself doesn't follow me, because I've seen it. I see everybody that follows me. She's never once followed me. So I would have to be like on a private account she must have followed me on, if what she said was true. So, I don't know. It's not like I'm saying I don't believe her. I'm just saying, like, if she was, that's what it would be like. What? Did I? What? The hell? What just happened? I don't know what happened anymore. Everything's gone. Where is it? Here you are. Okay, you know what? How about I just undo everything? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So yeah, I'm also just terrified to use her stuff because I don't like when people are disappointed in me. It's just like, I'm sorry. I won't ever use AI again, even though I will. But like not for animation purposes. But then again, I also was testing. It wasn't a real thing. I wasn't gonna always. My goal is never to continuously post AI stuff. Oh yeah, actually, did I ever talk about my plan? I think I did. So my plan was for posting AI ages ago was to see how many fake or real friends I had, basically, or people that actually wanted to get to know me and whatever. Because like you would think, I don't know, this is my opinion, but like you would think, huh? If somebody posts AI for the first time and they never post AI before, and so I would assume that a real friend or like a person that actually wants to know you for you would be like, hey, you never post AI. Why are you doing this? Like don't you aren't you like against it or something? Like what's up? And only one person figured it out and actually asked me, what are you doing? Nobody else asked me that. Uh but also I wanted to see if my channel would crash and burn like the rest of everybody else. And it turns out it didn't. It just lots of people unfollowed me, but it's like meh. And also I don't use my account for followers. Like I don't really count how many followers I have. Like that's not my goal in life is to get the highest amount of followers. So I actually didn't care. But the main thing I wanted to know is to see how many people would burn me at the stake. Hmm. But turns out, surprisingly enough, not that many, which I am grateful for. Oh my gosh, I forgot to move this thing. Technically, I only want it active at the swinging point. So basically right here. But yeah, it turns out lots of people just don't care who you are. That's why I also don't care too much for followers I have. Because it's like not many people care who you are as a person. They don't care to get to know you. They don't care to like or anything. They just want your content, I feel like. Most of the time. They just want you to see your content and be whatever they want it to be. Like, so if you post about astronauts, all they want to see is astronauts and nothing else. If you post about like if you post photography stuff, that's all they want to see. If you deviate from that for a second, or if you change in any way, they'll just drop you like a hat. They don't ever ask why you do something or why you're posting something else. No, they they'll just drop you. Like, you're not what I like anymore. Show. I'm just gonna go somewhere else. So that's why followers to me don't mean much. What mean much is the friends I make along the way, really, and the people that actually stay no matter what I do. Because that's kind of like a dream, and I'm pretty sure everybody has, where it's like I could post whatever I want, and everybody is chill and happy about it. Like that's kind of how I always want it to be, and not many people have it to be that way. It's kind of like I guess I could say this on this channel because nobody ever watches it anyways, but it's kind of like how River has their channel. He posts some weird, sus stuff, some really terrible things, but he's a god tier animator, and yet he still has lots of followers. That's kind of the thing I kind of want, where it's like I can post anything and people will heart it or like it as they genuinely would. Like, I still want them to be genuine in like liking my stuff, but man, just to like post whatever I want and that people actually like it or not and they actually stay. Gosh, what a dream. or like stay because of me being who I am and not because of one thing I did. Hi. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm still talking about nonsense. I still treat all my videos like an archive. So I just ramble and talk about things that's on my mind. I don't need ray tracing. What am I doing? I'm looking for I'm looking for to start a simulation. Oh my gosh, it's right now. This is it, isn't it? I'm an idiot. Wow, it's crazy. No, it's not working. I forgot. How do you start a simulation again? How do I keep that still until I need it? It's not Rigid World, is it? Okay, that doesn't matter right now. That doesn't matter right now. Gravity matters, right? I totally forgot. Or I'm just an idiot and it's right in here. What's wrong with me? It's right here, dummy. There we go. Whoops. Exit on land. My gosh. Oops. I think it needs to be shorter, shouldn't it? You know, I've never actually messed with this too much before. But I think it's like something like it's kind of always a length you give it, right? Gosh, how do you? Okay, what if, hypothetically speaking, right? Let's just. Man, this thing really does not tether well, does it? I can always fake rig it. I actually might have to fake rig it. Yeah, why are you late? Oh wait, no, I know why. Duh. All right, but last time. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna mess with that anymore. All right, this is out. Not gonna mess with that. That's a later time thing. I will spend hours on that. Wait, this has one too? Oh yeah, this is the fake one. This is just the fake rig. Oh, you know, actually, I know exactly what I should talk about though. But hold on, what the hell is this keyframe? Okay, whatever. I'll deal with the tethering at the end when I actually have a full animation. I don't know why I'm doing it in the middle when I'm gonna be adjusting. Okay. So kick. It's kind of good enough where it's kick, then it swings. But I might have to make it. There has to be backing to it, doesn't there? Before you swing, isn't there something beforehand? Testing. Oh, there's something. I feel like I'm missing something. No, because that goes faster. Duh. This is not the same at all. That's crazy. Okay, I don't know how that works. Move or like what's happening? Oh, I froze. Why do I keep freezing? Oh gosh. Okay, I don't know what happened. Whatever, I'm just gonna save real quick. Oh yeah, I forgot one more thing. Is oh, that's cool. No, wait, a little bit more. I think I remember saying it before, but like I always try to also do transparency so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Because there is one, I seen a tutorial guy one time. Oh, he wasn't really a tutorial guy, but he was a guy that does his projects, and he puts his VTuber literally on top of this and just covers everything, and it's terrible, and I don't want to ever be like him. I always think, man, if you could just move it to the left. Even in his comments, he's just like, his comments be like, dude, why are you covering it? Like, what? We can't see what you're doing. Oh, and the worst part is he has it zoomed in. Like, it's funny. You know what? I want to. I should show it. I should show it, right? No, I guess I'm getting sidetracked. But literally, his screen is like this big, where where it's exactly like covering this, covering that, and then covering everything, and you can barely see anything. And then his VTuber model is exactly right here, and you just can't see anything what he's doing. So you wouldn't be able to follow along, even if you wanted to. Like only like the experts know what he's doing, but nobody else, like no noob or anybody can follow along. It's so sad. I hate, not hate, but like I dislike people that do that. It's like, how can I follow you and understand what you're doing if you're not gonna show me? I guess it's not his job to like teach people, especially if he knows he's not a tutorial person. Because even in his video, he says he wouldn't know how to do a tutorial properly. But yeah, I can see why. But he's a god tier modeler. Not really an animator, but like he's a modeler type of person. Every time I press U, it freaks out like this. Oh, now you're in the dirt. What? This is. God, why is my. I don't know why my blender is like acting up. That's new. Never happened before. Okay. Are we good? No, I'm trying to zoom in and out and it's not working. There we go. And start. Why is it slow like this? That's so wonky all of a sudden. What the? Oh, but if you're like this, you're fine, right? So the perfect U shape when it's like this. But if you dare put it any closer, it just cannot do it. Which means I might have to delete. It also could be way too fast. Oh, there's not more stuff right here. Where do you go forward? I don't know. Gosh. I don't want to blame it on a lag or anything, but like, what in the world? Okay, okay. I think. What if I just do linear? Now you have to follow it. No, you still go. What? Wait, what? Why? So you go back, back, forward, forward. Back, back, forward, forward. Why do you do that? That makes no sense. Okay. Oh no. Oh, GG to my blender. Okay. Then again, it is a hot day. I guess overheated? Question mark. Enter excuse here. But it's not usually like this. And it's not even a big project either. Okay, I'm gonna do this again. Okay. So that means this isn't. How do you insert the. Gosh. Insert keyframe first. Once upon a time, if you pressed I, there was many different types of like keying. Is it just Shift I? No. No. Yeah, once upon a time, if you just press I, there's like many different options. Now there's no options. So even if I duplicate this, it's gonna move forward for some reason. All right, Google. Blend. Yep. Yeah. You just press I, and then you. Yeah. Not anymore, buddy. Alternatively, you can just change your active keying set by pressing. They moved it to K. Okay. So if I do this, now I do this. Nope. Fine. I'll force it. Even that doesn't work. Wow. I delete this. You're supposed to be standing still. That's interesting. Since when did it? Since when? Well, this explains a lot. Does it not know that it's moving? Okay, actually, what's moving it? Is something else moving it? It's not the origin point. Wait, time out. If I do this, all right, stand still. Interesting. All right, I'm relearning Blender. What the hell is this garbage. I press I here. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh no, it's this. This is moving it. Oh no. Oh, why didn't I? Oh, I thought it was this all along. Whoops. Man, I really messed up on this one. Honestly, actually, I might have to just. Extend this a bit. Oh, I want it at 50. I just like whole numbers and like perfect middles. Like it's something perfectly in the middle. That's where I like to put it at. Alright, now the worst thing ever. Rotating takes forever. You know, I probably shouldn't have made her go backwards, right? I probably should have just made her go forward. That would have been so much easier. Why did I think to do that? Like you would want to go as fast as possible, right? Not slow. I may have to redo things. And make her just go out, then jump this way, hook on, and then do the U shape. Oh yeah, I didn't even also put what I actually wanted. So like I need like a oh, what am I doing? I need a test dummy cube, right? So this is the test dummy cube. Oop, I did not mean to do that. I want you to let go, thank you. Okay. Doesn't matter. Okay, so now for the hard part. A great animator should never fear starting over. But man, do I fear it. But I get it. This was actually pretty bad. Because I'm doing all of this and it's not snappy at all. So I can keep this. but the rest has to go. Ah, damn it. And what you can do is you just have to animate backwards. Anyways. Oh, man. Alright, I'm gonna lick it off in 50 minutes anyways, because I have a timer before I have to go to bed and then I have to go to work. Anyways, so yes. The worst thing ever for an animator to have, to fear, starting over. The worst thing ever to do. Because, oh my gosh, does it take so long to do one thing. And I get it. They'd be like, never fear starting over, you know? Because then you know exactly what you're doing and you don't mess up. But you know how hard it is? Easier said than done. It feels terrible. Because then also hours of work can just be like, yeah, we want it a different way. Okay, what in the world's wrong with this thing? Why do you still want to do that weird thing? It's fine, I can force push it. Maybe the base premise first. Ooh. Oh, jeez. Probably gonna hurt it. Oh, it's probably bad. It's probably bad. Huh? Oh, it's not that bad. Wow. Also, again, what in the world? I like be at 40. Okay. That means you pushed up with this foot. I don't know. Every time I press R, it lags the Kingdom Come. And then when it's selected, it also lags. Just not helpful in the slightest. Drop. Already dropped. Alright. I'll just be patient. And now I'm gonna try to fight it. The thing about being an animator is that you need all the patience in the world. Oh, oddly enough, I'm starting to really like IK a lot more than FK now, which is really much of a shocker because I used to only do FK like permanently keep it this way. Like I used to just always do that, but honestly, I'm starting to understand how to do it because like if it touches the ground, FK is best. If you actually no, I haven't touched like if it's touching anything, if anything's touching anything, like you need FK or not anything, but like if it makes contact with a separate object other than what it's holding on to. Gosh, so hard to explain it, but basically, if it touches another object, use FK. If you're swinging it around and it's touching nothing, then IK is best. So like if you're in midair, having IK legs is like the best. So it's really much situational. But like, I don't know. And also I assume not many people talk about it because people have their own version of using IK and FK. Because some people also just be like, I'm permanently FK and there's nothing else I will do. And I'm just like, don't you need like both? Which is why all of my animation ready stuff, I forcefully put IK on there. I'm sorry. Okay, so to be clear though, I also don't know FK and IK by heart, kind of. So I'm assuming this though is FK. And then let me double check. This is FK normally, then IK is when it's attached to the body, right? Where's Auto Rig Pro? Oh no, not that. Items then, right? Oh wait, no, I'm touching the wrong thing. Okay. Tools, here it is. So yeah, this is IK. Okay, flip everything I've said. So this is IK. Yeah, so okay. People like permanently try to be on IK like this. And some people like to just only be on FK. But in my opinion, it's really situational on what you're doing. Because man, oh man, there are some times where it's like I can't do like if I want to do a punch, like a good punch, like FK is the way to go. Like having it like this is like a way to go to do a punch. Because then you can have the full extension of the arm instead of half. And also you don't have to drag these along. Like I mean, I guess you can, there's something in here that makes it attach, but you still kind of have to like move these a lot. But in IK you don't have to, or in FK you don't have to move them often. What am I doing? Oh, this is gonna be hard to do the in between of this. Whatever. Now I gotta do blueprints again in my head. Oh no, you spin like that, right? Oh, wait a minute. No, I can fix this. I wish I could record at work. I can't. I don't feel like using my phone. Because then having my phone point at the screen would be freaking weird. Okay, I'm gonna do this pose and then I'm gonna get off because, oh my gosh, this is lagging and I'd rather just be on my laptop at this point. But I guarantee you tomorrow my computer's not gonna be doing this because I don't know why. It has to be the heat or something, but I don't even know why it's doing that. What? I thought I let you go. Okay, I can't even. Oh, you went back there, did you? Yeah, and it keeps doing that. That's not how it's supposed to be. Whatever. All right, actually, no, I'm just gonna get off. Yeah, what a bust. Well, I guess in the meantime, I could just like show off, I guess, how I did the Adam thing. Or if I can find it. Yeah, no idea where it is. Where the heck is it? Here it is. Okay, I already saved this thing. And this was so kind of like half done. I mean, it's fun doing adjustments though. Try to make the jacket look like it's being put on. Okay. So here it is. Nico, go away. So, oop. So here's Adam. This is funny enough. Oh, hold on. Okay, I'm back. Anyways, this is Adam. This is a separate rig because Adam doesn't really have one. And I just made this random person's hand be all black because why not? And oh yeah, and also adjusted his skin because I can do that. So it kind of like Adam, almost like Adam with like a necklace, but I don't know what this is. Oh no, this is the frame of Adam. This is the ooh, whoops. I doubt anyone knew. I thought this it looked like a necklace at first for a second, or like something. No, it's just him tripping out. But man, if Adam really did look like this, it'll be awesome. I should definitely make a model. Like I should remodel Adam to be this way. It'd be so cool. Anyways, almost like a DMC character. So edit this. did I really have that error? I really, oh my gosh. I really did screw that. So what also is separate is this. This is not the same. This is just a whole bunch of keyframes that I just made because I couldn't be bothered. So I slid it on them. Also, it has its own separate rig as well. So this is just Adam deleted. Like I just deleted Adam, and this is all that is just left. So this is literally what I did. Yeah, this one was weird, but I made it work. And then real Adam, as everything else is underneath them. So this is about 1, 2, 3. It's about 4 rigs and 1 regular shirt. I don't know where that thing's going. The illusion of video. But yeah, I just did basically what happened was I made this Adam do all the animation, like do the whole thing, and then I just copied the animation and then I put it onto the whole rig, like all 4 rigs. And so with this one, I just did all the adjustments as I was modeling this at the same time. And so I just made it work. Jackets is still one of the most hardest things ever to do. Well, yeah, now you know who it is. I have his sword right here. Oh well. Here I am. Alright, cool. Boop. So with all this, I am basically done for now because my computer keeps lagging the Kingdom Comes. But anyways, I have thoughts. Thoughts about obviously mostly Ruby VR stuff. And they're making me explain my plan to everybody, which is pretty funny. Because as an introvert, I really like. I'm trying to. Here you go. Yeah, I'm really just nervous about all this. But the main person, the old man of Ruby, was just like, "Yeah, it's your idea, so you should just tell everybody." I'm like, yeah, you're right, but man, I'm not usually a leader type of thing. So, plans. Because I need to get my thoughts in order, anyways, before I even talk to them. Because I'm gonna have to talk to a group of people eventually and try to get Ruby AU set up. So, the plan is literally right out the bat. Like, I want to structure this to where if I was gone, they don't need me for it. You know? Because I don't want it to be like, as much as I want to be a solo animator and animate the whole entire thing at Ruby AU, I am not going to be doing the whole entire thing. I would love to. I would die happy. But number one, I'm also a slow animator. As you can tell, my procrastination is real for some reason. But even if I was hyped and doing 6 seconds of animation a day, as I used to, and was cranking it out to the point where I was doing full episodes. Actually, I could do like a minute in a day if it's just talking. But if it's like fighting, it'll be like 6 seconds will be for a full day. So, anyways, as much as I would love to animate the whole entire thing start to finish, I cannot do that. So how I want Ruby AU to be in Ruby VR, which is really weird to say, is, I mean, I'll let them come up with the name of whatever they want it to be, because I don't know, can't do names really well. But how I want it to be is just basically all their skits that they ever made come to an episode where they get into a mess and then they find their way out of it. Right? Like, so they made things like Ren Ren chasing after Nora chasing after Ren. Gosh, I can speak like that. So like that, for example. What if that was a full thing where it was a whole episode of like Ren did something and Nora's chasing him around town, and and then afterwards they have a resolution and whatever. And the only thing I would do for animation wise is I would do all the adjustments where it's like if they were to step on a plane or jump off a building or fight, like there would be fight animations every now and then. Like that's kind of the way I want it to be. Which is also why I'm doing a skill check on myself to make sure that I can even do it. Also, so I can get back in the habit of doing it. But yeah. Alright, so yeah, that's kind of like my train of thought. So that's kind of what I want. Like, I am just a stepping stone to do what they can't do in VR. Because in VR, they're already entertaining. I can watch them perfectly fine. Like, I already said this in the last stream where it's like, I can watch Ruby VR. I cannot play in the background because their little things that they do in the background is so freaking funny and interesting that I can't take my eyes off them. So literally, if we can apply that to a full episode, maybe we have something. And not only that, I'm now figuring out that there's lots of the cast that's not being used because like that's kind of how it goes, right? Where it's like everybody likes the Ruby team and everybody likes the Juniper team second. That's kind of how it goes. So Roman, Cinder, and not Neo. Gosh, they love Neo. People love Neo. But like basically like the background characters or that big muscular guy, like I don't know. Like all those people are just unused because who wants to see them, you know? Like they're not popular. So if I can bring them more to light and make them actually have more skits and more involvement, that'll work. And also, I'm also now knowing that there's double cast where 2 people play as Ruby and 2 people play as Whis and whatever. So with that, I do have an idea for it. It's in a workshop thing, but I actually don't know. But I'm thinking, what if we just have another team? Like that's not an uncommon thing to have a Ruby AU, but also include another team, right? Like it could be like the Fresh Beat Squad or whatever. I don't know, like where it's like another team is available, but then you would have to make all the characters for them, which is also a thing that you would have to do. And like I can make characters. Don't get me wrong, I can make a new character. It would be kit bashed, but it can still work. Especially for like a template or something. And then for anybody that's extra or anybody that's a background character, we could just put that to be the voice actors of the community that they already have. So if they can get their followers involved, that makes it fun. That's kind of how I want it to be, like have it to be fun.
So like fun for everybody. So just so when somebody clicks on a video, they're gonna be like, "That's my voice on there," and then it'll be really cool. So that's kind of how I want it to be. But it almost feels like they're giving me full control, and I'm just like, oof. Like I'm an introvert. I don't really know how to talk to everybody, but I'll try in this low voice I have. So that's kind of how it is. Um, yeah. So how the skit idea or how like the episodes would go would be someone pros a skit or idea as they've always done anyways, like cough cough Brindle thing that happened that was a banger, or well, I'll just say the Nora and Rin thing again. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. I'm tired. So just like that, like propose like a skit that they've done or that they want to do, propose that, and then we make it into something with a start, finish, and end to it. Oh, or the bank robbery. It could just be also be a dream. Oh, and another interesting thing, evil Pyrrha. I love the idea of evil Pyrrha so much. Okay, Pyrrha's already OP, so bringing her down, it would basically take everybody to do that. Can I animate that? Possibly not, because there's no way I can animate a 5v1, let alone a 1v1. I still haven't done the Ruby versus Maka thing. You think I could do a 5v1? Gosh. But like, if I keep animating in the meantime to work up to be that quick again as I used to be, I probably actually could make something like that. Especially if I start transferring my animations into insinuation frames, I can actually speed everything up, but I don't want to go to insinuation frames yet. I still love the full body, you know? Like, full body is so cool. And the Monty style is still kind of foreign to me. I don't really know how to do it fully well. And I don't think I'll ever fully know how to do it fully well unless I finish the Yang versus OC fight. But yeah, so gosh. If they can run all their skits into animation or into like an episode form and do all their little bickerings and their little background things, because that's like the most intriguing thing, right? Like, you will really get retention time if you start doing things in the background, because then people would have to look again being like, wait a minute, he did what in the background? So they don't just listen to it, right? You gotta grab people's attention. So with that, yeah, like, let me put this. So that's kind of like the vision I have. And I do want to do like even episodes with the villains, right? Because they're not used that often. Like, especially in the official Ruby, there's only like barely any scenes that was like a part of the villains perspective. And that's kind of what I wanted to be. Like, just show off the villains every now and then and see what they do in a day. Like, what do the villains do in a day, right? So I want to do that as well. And the thing about, like, I've also noticed in their live streams, what about Ty, right? He's this rare person that comes and goes every now and then. But, like, what does he do alongside, like, Raven and Crow? Like, if I could have an episode on that, that'll also be a great thing. And what is Ty's even thing? Like, he's like, what, a fist combat person? I don't even know. So, to discover what this AE will do would be fun. And now moving on to the topic of the comments. Let's be honest, there's gonna be a shit ton of negative comments because people love this shit on AUs for some reason. Being like, oh, you're trying to fix Ruby again? Like, there will be those comments. Like, there's no There's no avoiding that. There's no if, ands, or buts. There will 100% be comments where people are just thinking we're trying to fix Ruby again. But in all honesty, like, one, you don't have to respond to them, and two, we're doing this for fun, and three, we can do whatever we want. We can do whatever we want, right? Like, like we're just trying to have fun and make our own version of the things we love. So it doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter what anybody else thinks. We just want to make something cool. That's like the bottom line thing. So ignoring the negative comments will be also a struggle, but something that people would have to like learn to get past. I'm pretty sure they've been around for years, so they probably already had their fair share of like negative comments that they have to get past. But I think AUs get a lot more attention, especially because Queendom and the other one and Evermorrow is like not active anymore. Like, when's the last time they ever made an episode? Like, I know Queendom is like this big thing that always says coming soon and never came soon. Evermorrow, I haven't had a single update on that. I could be wrong, but I don't. After that one battle, it's just gone flat, right? There's nothing more. So having another AU for people to actually watch would be an interesting thing. So, and my goal, and I'm pretty sure people are wondering, like, what's my ulterior motive? My ulterior motive is literally to animate as much as humanly possible. That's what I want. I want to animate so much. Even though I'm lazy and I'd be like, oh, I don't want to do it. If I can make myself animate faster, that's another thing. I could tie myself. If I can animate faster than they can pump out their voice acting and everything and their scheduling and stuff, that is a victory, and I want to be even faster, because if I can also surpass their speed on recording their what is it called, the acting portion, I can take their acting after they're done and literally like put it in the in my animation itself and like learn from it, you know? Like, I can like mimic over it and then have it inside the animation, which will be way better. Way better than seeing these VR chat people slide around. I think it'll be it will almost look like anime like. It's my thing, because learning the learning the penny thing, even though that was my first thing I've ever done, literally having a mocap on the side helps, and I think it like really did help with my animation skills. So if I can animate fast enough to finish before they even do the acting, I can just slide at the acting and edit my thing I already have with their acting skills, and I can just improve from there. I don't know. Because like I said earlier, like, an animator shouldn't also be afraid to restart. Like, sometimes they should just scrap it, make it again, but this time, now you know what you're doing. Or reverse animation, as I tried to do, as my computer takes forever to do it. So, with that, that's kind of like it, right? Because I like Ruby. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love Ruby. Oh, gosh. Like, I have visions of how Ruby should be, just like everybody else. Like, I have t-shirts, I have hats that will never come out again. I even have the scythe that I bought years ago that is cracked and whatever because it's made out of freaking styrofoam, I figured out. Like, I have that big scythe thing. Like, I literally am a fan of Ruby. So, I do love Ruby. It's not like I don't like it, but the main thing I want to also focus on is animation, because I also want to make my own animation one day, right? I still have DVL in the background. So if by the time I'm done with Ruby VR, done, quote unquote, I won't be done ever until everybody gives up. Um, or if something happens to me, if I get kicked out or whatever, I don't know. But like, yeah, so an indefinite time of when I will leave Ruby VR, that's probably the time when I'll start my own animation, which is DVL. Because I don't think I can do DVL and Ruby VR at the same time. Oh yeah, they also said like, oh, we don't want to like burn you out or anything. And it's like, no, I don't get burnout like that. I have so much drive. My problem isn't burnout. My problem is laziness. If I'm lazy, I won't get anything done. If I get my head out of my ass, then I could like, then I'll do it, you know. But I don't actually experience burnout the same way another person does. Like, I don't know. My burnout only comes when like, actually I don't even know. I don't know. I've never actually experienced burnout like that. Even after like a passing away happened, like it wasn't. I thought I needed a break, so I did because that's what everybody else does. But to be honest with you, I could have just kept going. But I think the whole break thing was just an excuse to be lazy. Because that's what people do, right? People do that to recover. People, that's normal. That's what happens. And everybody else told me to do that, so I did it. But no, now I look back on it, I should have just kept going. But oh well. So burnout's not really my thing. Burnout is just whatever. I'm lazy. Is my is, replace burnout with laziness, and that's me. Or like right now, I'm freaking tired and I can't function. Also, sometimes when I'm tired, that's another problem I have. Like if I'm dead tired, I don't animate because it's my body's just like, nah, I don't want to adjust these frames. Like I don't know why, and it depends on what I'm doing too. Because when I was doing the Adam thing, the Adam getting dressed, that was so fun that I didn't care if I was tired. I was just doing it because it was really really fun to do for some reason. But like something as complex as Ruby versus Maka or something like that, I'm just like, no, I can't do it. You can't make me. So I'm weird like that. And it's weird that I'm gonna get into the voice chat soon with the Ruby VR squad because it's not like a, for me when I even proposed the idea to the leader. I don't know what it's called. Uh, I guess I could just say his tag, which is Ewall. Like even though I proposed the idea to Ewall, and actually no, I actually did it in the chat too one time. I also proposed the idea to the chat, and everybody loved the idea. I didn't think it would be like a big thing, you know. I get everybody's involved in it, but I didn't think it'd be like that big of a deal, right? But apparently it is. Apparently they haven't thought about this till now for some reason. I don't know why. Like, but yeah, gosh. But hey, at least I brought it to their attention, and now they can actually do something about it. So, oh, another thing is that like with the people that do feel left out, and they do get other characters, the thing about that is like even if somebody is like away, then they can do double voice recordings, right? I don't think they would mind doing that because I think being a backup shouldn't make you. How do you put this? Being a backup shouldn't make you less irrelevant, right? So I think having another team of like not Team Ruby, but another team going on along with Team Ruby will be a perfect thing because it'll be like a Ruby Mirror squad, right? Where it's like similar but not the same, but like same personality. but also still not the same. And like, that's kind of how I want it to be. Like, it could be similar. Like, I don't think people would mind having like a similar Ruby squad, but like off-brand similar Ruby squad walking around, or like even have their own squad where it's like they have their own personalities. I don't know. I'll run it by them, but like that's kind of what I want. And they shouldn't be as less relevant. They should be the same relevancy, where they get their own episode and whatnot, and like Ruby's like in the background, because at the end of the day, it's like Ruby is about being in Beacon, in my opinion. Ruby's about being in Beacon and having a school life. So looking at other people's perspective is like a great thing. So, and I really shouldn't call it the off-brand Ruby. I should just call it the new squad. The new squad should get like to have like screen time as well, and then the Ruby squad be in the background every now and then. Because I like things being connected too, right? Let's say that Ruby squad's one episode, Ruby squad's going to the carnival, for example, and then the new squad is like next to the carnival, but like in like an arena. I would like that. I would like the Ruby squad to be seen in the background at the carnival while we watch the new squad fight in the arena at the same time. I like that stuff. Like, I like things being connected as well. So I don't know, kind of stuff like that. It's all workshop stuff. And I guess the reason why it's also like now going to be a whole voice chat, group chat thing is because everybody would have an idea of what they would want it to be like. So I guess that's another thing. So I guess it wouldn't just be me talking for an hour. Hopefully. Gosh, if it is. Oof. But no, I doubt it. They're pretty talkative groups, so I'm pretty sure they would have ideas. But the main thing is that once somebody proposed a skit idea or an episode idea, I would just like everybody to approve of it or deny it. Like, right? Where it's like, what should we put in here? And this is how it should go, right? And then everybody's like, yes. And so that's how it should be. We should have like enough approval votes. So it's kind of like the entirety of the plan. I don't think that was too long, right? Turns out it was an hour of me speaking about this. Well, whatever. What was it? It's like, I don't know, it was like a 25-minute talk. Oh well. I'll also workshop it and probably write notes down somewhere to have like a cheat sheet so I know what to say, so I don't choke on everything. All right, well, that's about it. I'll animate next time, and I have no clue when I'll stream next, so goodbye for now. Boing.